Do you do something every day to help yourself or put yourself first? Probably not. Most entrepreneurs don't. I didn't. I have just made this huge shift in my life. I'm one of those people that if you tell me to do something or if I think that something's really going to help me, I go all in, right? Like that's why I'm an entrepreneur. The first time that anybody told me that they thought that I could do this, I knew that I was supposed to do this. So it was the same for self-care. When I started working with a therapist that I now work with, she's fantastic. I love her. And she's really helped me put myself first. Stop thinking about everybody else. Stop thinking about my clients. Stop thinking about what I'm doing on a daily basis, the mistakes that I'm making, the humanized, mistakes and the human missteps that we all go through in life were starting to really weigh heavy on me, especially as a business owner. My name is on the brand. I never want to upset or push a client away or turn them off to working with me. That's not my effort at all. My effort is to make them feel comfortable, want to lean into our offer, but also lean in for themselves to drive their business goals forward and to help them, right? And the fact that I was feeling this energy, I could tell that it was coming across to my clients, and maybe I was seeming a little bit chaotic. I didn't have things organized because I wasn't taking 15, 20 minutes a day for myself, something that I wanted to do, not walking Bailey even, not, writing client emails, or honestly even working out had become something that I was doing like to just waste time throughout the day. It wasn't me focusing on myself or connecting with my mind, body, soul, right? It was just me going through the motions of life. And what I found really, really changed this for me was when I went through some health issues. I was getting these high blood pressure readings back. I was very tense. My entire body was always tense. I was always stressed, worried that an email was going to come in from a client or a text message that they maybe weren't perfect. The content wasn't perfect, exactly what they wanted. And it was leading me into this negative mindset, this dark place. So when I started working with my therapist and she asked me if I'm doing anything throughout my day for myself, something as little as eating lunch was not incorporated or even on my list of to do. I mean, I was that frantic, sweaty, crazy person chaotically sitting behind their desk trying to get a million things done at once. That was me. And now I realize that that's not serving anyone. That's not serving my clients. It's not serving myself. It's not serving my family. It's not serving all the reasons why I do what I do. It's actually hurting them. And these new efforts that I've made to incorporate meditation, reading, journaling, light working out, podcasts, taking a bath, long hot showers, all of these things that I do on a daily basis for myself now have completely changed my life. My body is much less stressed. My back is less tense. My neck feels like way less tense, like I can turn my head finally. My stress levels are down. My blood pressure has been better. I'm able to sit and finish tasks without feeling like I quickly have to move on to the next one. I give myself time for lunch, and I give myself space throughout the day. So what I wasn't really realizing by filling up my calendar, filling up my to-dos, filling up all the things that I needed to do, I wasn't giving myself space to grow, to learn, to improve, to become the person that I'm supposed to become. I'm 24 years old, and I wasn't even giving myself space to breathe, right? Or even come into this new person, come into this new CEO in my life. I wasn't even giving myself time to do so. And it was coming out in my health. It was not working. So with these new practices that I've been able to incorporate, I wanted to share them with all of you because if you're gravitating towards my community, you're probably falling into similar types of work practices or not putting yourself first or just work, 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 right? I definitely am somewhat of a workaholic. My grandfather was an entrepreneur. My grandmom also was an entrepreneur. They worked that business together in real estate throughout my entire life and my mom's life. And that work ethic has been passed down to me from generation to generation. It's somewhat out of a limiting belief, right? Thinking that I have to trade time for money. And now that I'm able to actually not trade time for money, focus on myself and make sure that I'm growing the business. We've hired more help. We're able to outsource more. I'm leaning on other people. It feels like it's much more doable, and I'm able to get through my day and actually feel great by the end of the day and not feel super exhausted, drained, and tired. So one key takeaway I want you to have from this tip of the week is to incorporate one practice for 20 minutes a day into your morning routine, afternoon routine, lunch routine, whenever you can fit it in. Because some days it's not going to work in the morning, so you have to do it later, right? Whenever you can fit it in. It can be listening to music. It can be a podcast. It can be taking your dog for a walk. Maybe it's playing with your cat. It can be something so small, but it brings you so much happiness. I want you to incorporate it daily and just do it. See what happens for this next week. Let me know how it goes in the DMs. I can't wait to see how you guys feel after. And if you need support with this, you know you can reach out to me. If you know someone struggling with making themselves a priority and their health, please send this to them. They need a wake-up call. They need to hear this. Stop trading time for money and start focusing on you, because that's when the clients will actually come in. Your energy is going to be higher. You're going to be able to cater to them, and you're not going to be throwing yourself through a loop every single day just to get to tomorrow. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. See you next week.